안녕하세요. Riding on the Korean wave. Welcome to Friday's edition of The Culture Wave. I'm Kwon So-ah in Seoul. Explore with us Korea's culture from all aspects and stay up to date with K-entertainment, K-tradition, K-performances, K-everything. And joining me today is our co-host Bella Kim. Hello, Bella.
Hi, Soa. Happy Friday, Soa.
Happy Friday.
And happy Friday to everyone joining us today on The Culture Wave. I'm Bella, here to co-host and fill you guys in with the latest K-entertainment news, especially focused on K-pop today.
And we're also joined by Arirang's news features reporter Park Hyo-bin. Welcome, Hyo-bin.
Hi, Hyobin.
Hi, Soa. Hi, Bella. And big happy Friday to all of our viewers. My name is Park Hyo-bin, and I'm a news features reporter here at Arirang News. Thank you so much for having me today.
So, Hyo-bin, for today's coverage, I heard you traveled not too far. You traveled to downtown Seoul, to the heart of Seoul, but it might have felt a little bit like time traveling because you went to Deoksugung Palace, right?
That's exactly right, Soa. But today, in fact, Deoksugung Palace is not the main spotlight. So there, Korea's century-old craftsmanship is finding new life. Let's take a look together.
Preserving tradition is just as important as creating it anew. A group of Korea's master artisans known as National Heritage Craftsmen have come together to showcase how traditional craftsmanship continues to thrive. Inside Deoksugung Palace, Korea's heritage is reborn through the hands of those devoted to keeping it alive. From a reinterpretation of the Irorobongdo, the iconic royal folding screen that stood behind the king's throne, to a faithful restoration of Gyeongbokgung Palace's floral walls, the exhibition features more than 120 works by artisans and apprentices across disciplines such as carpentry, painting, and sculpture. These craftspeople spent months, sometimes an entire year, replicating the exact materials or techniques of the past.
This portrait was made using Yungnimun, a technique from the late Joseon period. We use natural pigments based on original recipes. Recreating the traditional process requires multiple attempts and can take 6 months to a year.
Their dedication goes beyond restoring old methods. It's about reviving the spirit behind them.
As a builder of hanok, Korea's traditional wooden houses, I am proud to promote the excellence of Korean architecture worldwide. We're doing our best to raise the global profile of our country's heritage craftsmen.
Each brushstroke and carving embodies centuries of accumulated skill and pride. And through their hands, the legacy of Korea's ancestors finds new life.
Our forebears left us this national heritage. Now it's our turn to pass it on to the next generation. That's why we keep creating, so that tradition never fades.
The exhibition, which runs until this Sunday, reminds visitors that heritage is not merely a relic of the past, but a living dialogue between yesterday and today, carried forward by those who refuse to let it disappear.
It's amazing to see how these artifacts, these sculptures and paintings have been recreated. It's kind of even difficult to tell the real ones from the recreated ones. But Hyo-bin, how was the experience for you out there?
I mean, it was a great experience because it was great to see the traditional crafts at a very traditional place, which is the Deoksugung Palace. And also, it's autumn here in South Korea. The weather is great, so you could feel the autumn breeze outside. So it was a very refreshing experience.
Definitely. The weather is perfect. You know, take the walk outside, especially along the palace as well. And also, what really caught my eyes are different types of crafts. There were paintings, sculptures, and also carpentry. Could you please tell us a little bit more about the exhibition?
Sure. So as I mentioned in the coverage, the exhibition puts a spotlight on the people who are trying to preserve the tradition and further pass it down to the future generation as well. So there are people who repair damaged national heritage pieces so that our traditions and cultural assets can be preserved as they are. Like Bella said, there were different kinds of crafts, but that's only a part of it. For example, one of the works on display was a reconstructed section, just 1 out of 100 parts of a traditional traditional Hanok building.
It must have been really meaningful to see how these artisans are connecting history with the present.
Yeah, I mean, that's the exact point. So the exhibition runs until this Sunday, and there's also a hands-on booth open. So if you're interested in the traditional crafts, I think it's the perfect place to be.
Right.
The crafts in Deoksugung is definitely meaningful and looks great. So exhibition definitely will check it out if I have the time to.
Yes, and I think it might be one of the last weekends that we have milder weather,
yeah.
so perfect timing. Thank you very much, Hyobin, for that wonderful coverage.
Thank you, Hyobin.
Thank you. It was my pleasure.
And now time for some K-entertainment news with Bella Kim. Bella, we will start off with a K-pop star who has been honored with something very special.
That's correct. G-Dragon was officially recognized for his contributions to the development of K-pop and the spread of Korean wave as he received the Order of Cultural Merit Okwan from the government of Korea. He received it at the 16th Korea Popular Culture and Arts Awards held on Thursday. And with this honor, G-Dragon is now recorded as the youngest recipient of the Order of Cultural Merit Okwan in history. The Korea Popular Culture and Arts Awards are the most prestigious government honor in the field of popular culture and arts, established to boost the pride of popular culture artists and to raise the social status of popular culture arts industry. The Order of Cultural Merit Okwan, which G-Dragon received, is the 4th highest class of decoration in the culture and arts field. And also, meanwhile, G-Dragon's concert film, G-Dragon in Cinema Revenge, is set to premiere on October 29th exclusively at CGV, and it has confirmed a sing-along screening event for the opening weekend on November 1st and 2nd.
Sing-alongs seem to be the trend these days.
Oh, yes.
K-pop Demon Hunters
Definitely.
and G-Dragon. And you
Right.
know, it's very difficult to get the hands for tickets for concerts like G-Dragon concerts. So this
definitely.
might be a great alternative. And congratulations again to
Yes.
G-Dragon. Now, Bella, we are now going to talk about a freshly released menu or single album.
It could be a menu and a single album. Le Sserafim released their first single album, Spaghetti, just before our show today. It's their first release in about 7 months following their latest mini album, Hot. The new single blends pop and rock vibes, spiced with Le Sserafim's dynamic vocals. And guess who joined them in this new release?
Bella?
Unfortunately not me, but BTS J-Hope. He collaborated with them to feature in the song Spaghetti. And along with Spaghetti, the album also includes Pearly's My Oyster Is the World, a song expressing gratitude to their fans.
Well, it's great to see this collaboration. And we just listened to the song before the
know.
show, and it is, I think it's going to be a hit.
Yes, it's very catchy.
It is. And Bella, lastly, we have an impressive record set by a monstrous girl group.
Monsters girl group, definitely. Baby Monster has once again proven its formidable presence on YouTube. According to YG Entertainment on Friday, the music video for Baby Monster's second mini album title track, We Go Up, surpassed 100 million views on YouTube as of Thursday night. Now, this is very impressive, but the music video was first released on October 10th, so it took the group about 13 days to reach this milestone, marking the fastest speed among all K-pop music videos this year. Very impressive. And with this achievement, Baby Monster now holds a total of 12 videos with over 100 million views.
What an amazing achievement, especially for a group that just debuted last year.
I know.
Well, thank you very much, Bella, for those updates, and stick around.
Will do.
And now let's go over to our AI anchor, Adi, for more on the culture front. Adi?
Hello and welcome to your AI guide to the latest cultural updates from Korea. Here's our top story. A reenactment of a Joseon-era military ceremony is set to draw visitors to Gyeongbokgung Palace this fall. The event, titled Cheokjeong, will take place from next Friday through November 2nd at the palace's Gyeongbokgung Square. Cheokjeong, which refers to the consecutive ringing of bells, served as a summons for all palace soldiers and Joseon's Central Military Forces to assemble for a royal inspection. Kings personally reviewed their guards to strengthen defense readiness and maintain strict military discipline. Near Hyopsaengmun Gate, visitors can also take part in immersive programs, such as donning traditional military attire and practicing martial arts. A new travel center for foreign visitors has opened at Seoul Station ahead of the APEC Economic Leaders meeting, which is expected to draw thousands of international delegates. Located on the second floor, the center enables travelers to purchase or modify train tickets using AI-powered translation devices and access a wide range of tourism and transportation information. Equipped with smart facilities such as ticket kiosks offering remote customer service assistance, the center aims to enhance convenience for both international and domestic passengers. The 2025 Pyeongchang Highland Kimjang Festival, one of Korea's premier kimchi-making events, will be held on an unprecedented scale next month in Pyeongchang County, Gangwon-do Province. Visitors can try their hand at traditional kimchi making and enjoy the firm texture of Highland-grown cabbage paired with the rich flavors of Gangwon's signature mountain spices. The festival also offers local specialty foods, traditional performances, and a variety of side events, providing a full cultural experience. The festival runs from November 5th to 17th. That's all from me. Stay tuned to the Culture Wave.
The APEC Economic Leaders meeting kicks off in Gyeongju 1 week from today. Anticipating the big event, various cultural events, including traditional art performances, are being held across the host city. To discuss what significance these cultural movements hold, we are now joined by Professor Ji Hae-won at Kyunghee University. Welcome, Professor Ji.
Hello, Professor.
Hello, good afternoon.
So, Professor Ji, with APEC approaching, various cultural events such as traditional performances, exhibitions, and media art shows are being held across the city of Gyeongju. So, how do you view this cultural atmosphere right now?
Right. As you just mentioned, now in Gyeongju, various cultural events are being held to celebrate APEC 2025 Korea, highlighting the economic value of K-culture, which is getting more global attention lately, and also emphasize its role as a form of cultural diplomacy. So these cultural events are not just meant to commemorate the APEC summit, but also serve as a great opportunity to introduce the city of Gyeongju to the wider international community and for many tourists to learn more about Korean history and traditional culture as well.
Definitely. And now there's a concept of culture is diplomacy that's going on, actively being promoted along with the APEC meeting. What significance do you see in such cultural events going alongside the main event?
Right, because the APEC summit focuses on the broader issues like the economic growth, trade, investment, or regional cooperation in Asia-Pacific region, it may feel somewhat unfamiliar or stiff to the general public. However, by bringing culture into the forefront of the discussion, APEC 2025 Korea is able to emphasize the message of economic expansion in the era of rapid cultural change. Have you guys seen the promotion video of the Welcome to the APEC 2025 Korea?
That's amazing.
Yeah, that was amazing, which was created by Dolphiners film, the famous 돌고래 유괴단. So, and it well points out the highlights of the events and the K culture as well. So in the video, along with the honorary ambassador of the APEC 2025, G-Dragon, the film director Park Chan-wook and the legendary soccer player Park Ji-sung, chef An Sung-jae, and the K-pop idol Jang Won-young features together. And moreover, President Lee Jae-myung also appears for about 2 seconds in the video as aircraft the guide. Have you seen that? Right, that was amazing. So as you can see in the promotional video, the APEC 2025 discusses the value of cultural exchange and the economy, and it also emphasizes very effectively the importance of the soft power.
And I think in a world where we are so much on platforms like YouTube and we see these kinds of promotional videos, they do speak a big message ahead of such a big event. And speaking of which, various events will continue throughout the APEC period. So among these, Professor, is there anything particular that you have your special attention to right now?
Yeah, personally, I'm very much interested in the Baek Namjoon's special exhibition, Namjoon Baek, Humanity in a Circuit at Wooyoung Art Museum from July 20th to November 30th. So you can still have the chance to see it. So this exhibition focuses on the transformative period of Baek Namjoon's art in the 1980s and 1990s and showcases the My Faust series in South Korea for the first time. So the exhibition focuses on the relationship between technology, art, and humanity, with the My Faust pieces like economics and the spiritual nature on display, and also features other major works of Baek Namjoon. So in terms of performing arts, a variety of the traditional Korean performances under the name of 설아벌 풍류 have been held for the past few weeks, including 판소리, instrumental music, dance, and theater. So personally, I would love to see the Jeongdong Theater Arts Group of National Jeongdong Theater new work, Pure Heart, 단심, so which was inspired from the Korean classic tale, 심청. So this show will be on stage from October 31st to November 4th at the Gyeongju Expo Grand Park.
So there will be a lot to do for delegations after they come back from the official meetings.
Right.
And I hope that you, Professor Ji, also maybe get a chance to get a glimpse of the performances and the art exhibition yourself.
I hope so, yeah.
And Gyeongju is a city steeped in 1,000 years of history, as we have been mentioning, and it will become an international stage with the attention on APEC, of course. So what kind of special experience do you think this historic venue combined with Korea's art and culture will offer to the global audience?
Yeah, when the historical city or space of Gyeongju is combined with art, I believe audiences are able to have the opportunity to understand Korean culture with a broader social and historical context. For instance, a nighttime video is being projected onto exterior wall as a media facade at the Cheomseongdae Observatory, a symbol of the Sinla's astronomy, so which is merging the history of astronomy with the Sinla's golden culture. So this initiative goes beyond simply showcasing the media technology, and they serves as an opportunity to share the history of Korean culture, which I believe will be an opportunity for wider global audiences to understand Koreans' footsteps as well. So this event will continue until November 1st.
So these international events like APEC definitely provides more opportunities for local artists as well to meet global fans. So what changes might these experiences kind of bring to local arts and culture scenes in Gyeongju?
The APEC Summit is not simply the international event, and it would be I think it would be a starting point for Gyeongju to connect with the global stage and global audiences as well. So the city of Gyeongju has announced plans to take a leap forward as an international cultural tourism city, capitalizing on the APEC Summit. So following the summit, Gyeongsangbuk-do Province plans to transform the Gyeongju Expo Grand Park into APEC Memorial Park and develop the Bomun Multimedia Show held around the Bomun Lake into Korea's representative nighttime festival. With the APEC 2025 event expected to boost the number of tourists visiting Gyeongju and introduce Korea's diverse culture to the global market, I anticipate more opportunities for the Gyeongju's local artists as well.
Let's hope so. And Professor Ji, traditional arts serve as a means to convey the identity of a country. So what do you think is the most Korean message that can be conveyed through the traditional Korean arts and culture to the global audience?
The Korean traditional art isn't simply a single work of art. So in the history and legacy of Korea and our footsteps as well. So while K-culture has earned significant attention over the past decade, I believe it's Korean traditional art that can demonstrate that it isn't the passing trend and then convey the underlying Korean traditions and the sentiments to the global audiences and global market as well. So we often refer to the core Korean sentiment as a Han or Jong, but it is not easy at all to fully explain them through words. So I believe that when global audiences experiences these sentiments through the diverse Korean traditional arts and works, they can truly gain the deeper understanding of the roots of Korean culture and the history and the K-culture of today as well. So moreover, many Korean traditional music artists, for instance, they have recently been presenting fusion Korean traditional music. And I think the instrumentation and arrangement they perform can be very fresh and innovative music for global audiences. So I personally hope that artists like Seodo Band, Oaks or Isang Band and more artists who create new music by effectively blending traditional and contemporary music will receive more attention as a new axis of K-culture.
Definitely. Very excited to see Korean culture spread farther and farther across the globe. Now, as autumn deepens here in Korea, there are diverse cultural events happening, not only in Gyeongju, but across the nation. So what significance do you see in this autumn season in terms of expanding the landscape of Korean culture?
Right. Autumn is a season of festivals, actually, for the performing arts especially. So among others, international festivals are held every fall. At this moment, the Seoul Performing Arts Festival, SPAF, it's opened on October 16 and will continue until November 9th. So SPAF provides a platform for dialogue between artists and audiences through the performances and workshops and also creative labs as well. And performing arts market in Seoul, we call PAMS. So PAMS was also held in last week. So the PAMS showcased a wide range of excellent Korean performing arts works. So through the active collaboration with major performing arts events and the organizations as well around the world, so PAMS promoted the development and exchange of the domestic performing arts market. So I hope that exchanges between Korean culture and the arts and the international markets will become more active in various fields and spending opportunities for more local artists.
Definitely.
So much to do in the autumn season.
Right.
I guess after many people go on vacation during the summer season, in fall it's really the time to go to performances and also to read, because they also say that fall is the season for literature and for culture. So much to do, not only in Gyeongju, across Korea. So I hope that everyone who comes for APEC and all of the travelers who to come to Korea during the autumn season will experience all of these cultural experiences.
Right. So we actually go out and enjoy the festivals in autumn together.
Yes. Can we do that together too one day?
This weekend?
This weekend, let's
Yeah,
go.
why not?
Okay, let's go. All right, we are actually just before the weekend, so a very happy weekend to you, Professor Z, and see you next time.
Thank
you very much.
And thank you, Bella, as always. See you next week.
Yes, I'll see you back next week.
Thank you for spending the past half an hour with us on the Culture Wave. Have a culture-filled weekend, everyone, and we'll be back on Monday, 2 p.m. Korea time.